Alright, I got here a 2003 Hyundai Elantra. Customer complaint is there's a code for the camshaft sensor. I think he replaced it already, and the code's still there. The car bogs down. I think he said the wiring was replaced. He doesn't know if it was done right. Let's do a scan. Okay, we'll do key on engine off. We're just gonna do EOBD. He's on. Nope. Yeah, one of those. Okay, so we got one code. We'll enter. Read full code. Alright, camshaft position sensor A circuit. I don't know if the circuit code means, sometimes there are also performance codes. I have to look that up. I'm just waiting for my internet to kick on. Alright, diagnostic trouble codes. P0340. General information. Let's see what it says. Okay, so it actually gives me pictures, which is nice. So the camshaft's down there. It shows you zoomed out and zoomed in, so that's very helpful. So it's in that corner. Okay, with the connectors right here. Fine. The camshaft position sensor is a sensor that detects the compression TDC of the number one cylinder. The camshaft position sensor consists of a hole type sensor and a target on the end of the intake camshaft. When the target triggers the sensor voltage is 5 volts. If not, the voltage is 0. These camshaft position signal is sent to the PCM, and the PCM uses the signal synchronization and firing of the sequential fuel injectors. The PCM monitors the camshaft sensor signal transition position, which must change only once per crankshaft revolution. If no camshaft signal is detected while crankshaft is detected, so it's an actual circuit. So it's not a performance code necessarily, meaning off timing wouldn't cause it, but it would be caused by. It doesn't see a signal. Open or short in signal, ground, or power supply circuit. Contact resistance and connectors, misadjusted crankshaft and camshaft. Oh, so actually it's saying it would be caused by timing off. All right, let's look at this diagram they give us. So we have a sensor fuse that feeds power to it, and then there's a ground and a signal wire. C163 is the connector. So we have 1, 2, and 3. They pretty much give us everything right here. Alright, let's go do a visual inspection. How do I open this car from outside? Okay. Alright, so the sensor is somewhere here. It's this one right here. But it goes underneath. Oh no, sorry, it's this one. Hey, it wasn't plugged in. Maybe he just unplugged it. But I definitely don't see the wiring to it. I think they replaced the wrong sensor. They replaced the VVT. Okay. That's what they replaced. They replaced like the oil control solenoid with Scotch locks on it. That's what he was telling me it was repaired. Okay, but that sensor was just unplugged. Oh man, you think that was the whole problem? Let me get my scan tool. Sometimes I guess it's worth doing visual inspection even before you look at a diagram. Yeah, let me see if this code clears. No, so it's still jumping up and down. I don't think it's going to clear. But let's just see if it does. Clear full code. Yes. Okay, the code actually went off. Read full code. But it's still not running right. Hyundai, where are you? No full code. So the code did not come back. Let's do an ignition cycle. Yeah, it's missing. It's not running right. I just want to see basic data. So we're running lean. Then it jumps rich. This data is so slow. Yeah, we're running lean. Oh, they're checking the light back. Perfect. Let's see. Let's see if we got the same code. Yep, we got it. Okay. So let's go look at this code. Let's go back to here. Let's see. So we have a fuse. All right, we got on pin 1 we should have power. On pin 2 is the signal, and pin 3 is the ground. So 1, 2, and 3. Do I have a meter on me? I have a scope. Let me just get my scope for this. This is a timing belt engine, so you know. Okay, so it has the stick on the bottom, so it'll be 1, like this, 1, 2, and 3. Now let's put the key on. We'll just test power and ground quickly. Okay, so pin 1 and 3, it comes from a 10 amp fuse, so this is definitely fine. And we're good. We have a light test light. Power and ground to this is good, so we just have to check the signal wire. We're gonna have to pull the back cover off so I can back probe it. Okay, put that on, and then let's see. So we got a back probe. The red and I think it's red and black. Okay, so here's a scope. Let's plug it in. Okay. Ground this on the strut tower. And I'm going to use a piercing probe because I don't think it looks very far into the wire. Looks like it's going to be difficult to back probe. Okay. Okay, so right now we're at 0. So either that means that the engine's in that position where it's not being triggered, or the, we'll see, because the P is on. Let's crank it. I don't want to leave my scan tool. I don't know how shaky this engine is. Let's put it over here. Okay. Alright, so we got something. Let's put more time on the screen. Alright, so we got a good signal. And it's 0 to 5 volts. It's consistent. Yeah. Now, I mean, I do have to check it out at the computer to make sure it's not a broken wire to the computer. Where is the computer on this thing? Alright, so it could be out of time. Let's get... Alright, let's go out of here. Let's go back here. Engine control relay. Well, that's just the PCM. Oh, it's under the dash. Okay. We'll have to check there, but let's see how easy it is to check where the crankshaft sensor is. Then I could just get a camera crank right here. Let's unplug this. No difference. Okay. Alright, let me go look up a crankshaft. I'm just going to look up P0340. So it'll give me that whole chart just for the crankshaft sensor. Oh, so it's this right here. Okay. No, that can't be it. That's the temperature sensor. Oh, it's this right here. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna pierce that so I don't have to unplug it. So let's see. Alright, the signal is pin 2, which is going to be the middle one. And what color is it? It is... doesn't say color. Alright, let me see if I have another scope for my... a lead for my scope. I'm not sure if I do. They're a little short. Move that there. And put it on channel 2. Let's go back to, we'll turn on channel 2. Oh man, this whole thing's violently shaking. Let me get another piercing probe. I don't know what, I think it's the middle wire. I think I can tell which one it is. But if not, we're live, so I could just go to the next one. Okay, I need to ground this. Okay, so we got the right one. Let's make this faster on the screen. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna pause this. Stop. Okay, good. Now, let's shut this car because it's violently shaking. Alright, so now we have a capture on the screen. Now let's see, can I manipulate it? Like just go in and out like the Pico? Maybe I can use this. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can find a cam crank. Hyundai's usually very good with that. Waveform, here we go. So right here we have the, I'm assuming that is the, here, camshaft and crankshaft. So it is 1, 2, 3. It is, the falling edge is 3 over from the sink notch. And we are way more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see if any of them come out to it within 3. No, they're all the same. Timing's off. That's what it is. Should make sense. Maybe it's 4 over, but we're way more than 4. Here, the camshaft falling coincided with 3 to 5 tooth of the crankshaft from one longer signal missing tooth, and we are nowhere near that. See that? We have way off. So this thing, the timing's off. It probably needs a timing belt, which I'll tell them to do. It's a mechanic's car. I was looking at it. It's not for the shop. So I don't have my truck with me because I moved further away, so I bring my van in with my kids. And this tool is awesome to have with me. I just bring this in the scope and my bag, and I don't know, I was able to knock out a bunch of diagnostics without my whole truck. One thing I want to check, which I just forgot, is I want to unplug this because since it was wired in and I have no idea what was happening, I want to unplug it and see where I am on the scope. Run. Okay, let's start it up one more time. Okay. Let's just get one more because I can always zoom out. Let's get a further one. Stop. And then I'll stop this. Alright, how many off are we? Let's go zoom in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And before, oh, there's something called quick save. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's zoom out. So I have this on the screen. We'll click quick save, and it saves the waveform. Okay. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna start it up, plug that in, see if it moves. Which 11 is still way too off. It's supposed to be 3 to 5. But I just want to see it move. Oh wait, run. Okay, plug that in. Everything went nuts. Let's stop. Let's continue. I need to get a better capture right there. Same thing. Alright, that confirms it. The time is off. Alright, thanks for watching.